Hello, welcome to Wisdom at the Well, day 66. It's a Sunday evening. It's already 8:30 at night and it's dark out and I got to do laundry today. I was sitting out in the sun because of where I went to do my laundry, and it's just been one of those lovely Sundays. I started my video earlier, but was interrupted when I heard a little tap, tap, tap on my door, and my friend Andrew came over for a visit. He was on a bike ride and came over. Now, here's a fun story. Andrew and I know each other from our parents being very good friends back in the day, from when our parents lived in Newcastle, when we were all, first young babies together. And through another mutual friend whose parents were also up there, so Diana is my other friend, she said, "Sarah, I think Andrew may be living down in Cornwall." So we did some sleuthing and found out that yes, he was. So when I got the information from Diana last winter, I called Andrew on the phone and I was like, "Andrew, I'm not sure if you remember me. My name is Sarah Hoskin." I said, "I'm Pamela and Richard's daughter." And he's like, "Oh my goodness." I was like, "Yeah, hi, how are you?" I said, "Well, even more," I said, "I'm your neighbor. I live 2 miles from you." He's like, "Oh my goodness." So we were talking a little bit more, and he's like, "Well, Sarah, and I've got some news for you too." So backing up, back in 1978, Andrew came over to the States with his good friend David, and they were traveling across the United States and came to stay with our family in Cincinnati. So that was the summer after my freshman year of college. And they were going to be traveling out west, and Andrew's girlfriend at the time, Sarah, was going to be joining them. And David was like, "Sarah, you've got to come and join us. I can't be alone with these two. Come on, we'll have so much fun." So I flew out to LA after earning enough money from working at my Frisch's big boy summer job, and went out to LA and joined David and Andrew and Sarah for a 2 or 3 week trip from LA down to Tucson, up through the Grand Canyon, up through Yosemite, San Francisco, all the way up to Seattle, and then Vancouver. It was my first young adult trip, my first time ever doing anything like that away from my parents. So Andrew says to me on the phone, here we are, however many years later, he goes, "Well, Sarah, you're never going to believe who I'm married to." He said, "As you know, my first wife died." And I said, "Yeah, I'd heard that." And he goes, "Well, I'm now married to Sarah." And I was like, "What? You're now with Sarah?" And he said, "Yes, I am." So talk about this full circle, just wonderful connection. So literally, we're neighbors. We live about 2 miles apart. I pass by their house as I drive through the town, and I just wave to them every time. And we've gone for hikes together. I went over for Easter dinner. We've had some really nice times together, and it's just something about having these people who you've known your whole life, even if you haven't spent that much time together. There's something about having people who have been part of your life, and their families are woven in with your families and your history together. So that was my unexpected adventure of today, and it's just filling me with so much joy. So, Andrew, thank you for coming over. Thank you for stopping by. And yeah, something about just being open to the unexpected. And I had no idea when I heard that little tap, tap, tap on my door who it was going to be. And I just feel so grateful that, how we used to stop by and say hi to each other and have a cup of tea or a glass of water together. And how we used to do that so much more than we do now. And I love that. I just love that. So I thought I was going to talk about something completely different this evening, but you know what? I'm really grateful I got to share that story with you. So enjoy your Sunday. Thanks so much for being here, and I will see you tomorrow. Take really good care.